My name is Laura Shervino. I am the Director of Digital Learning and Innovation for Plainfield School District. We use data every single day. Again, working with K-12, we have 31 different buildings, and within those buildings, we work with our administrative staff. So our principals, our assistant principals, our deans, our social workers, our counselors, our DCs, each one of them uses data in a different way. And so being able to tie together what type of data, whether it's enrollment, whether it is grades, whether it is subgroups, that is all things that we are able to utilize every single day to support making decisions for students, whether they are going to specific classes or courses, whether they are in an MTSS process, whether they are looking for an athletic eligibility. Across the board, that is something that is looked at daily. We utilize student analytics often. Number one is that we are making crucial decisions on our students' education, whether it is what courses they are going into, what tier supports they are able to have or not to have, having discussions with parents about the route that their students are using, what type of not only supports, but resources, curriculum, all of those areas. Those are areas that we consistently look at student analytics and make sure that we are working with those kids. As the kids get older, we sometimes share that data with our students as well, so that way they are also part of that process and they can see the growth in certain areas, whether it comes to courses. We look at teams of teachers to say, here's the specific types of areas that we want our students to be focusing on. And so one of the nice parts we used quite a bit was the type of assignments that we utilize in student analytics, and whether that is posted in Google Classroom for that digital side for me, whether it's paper, pencil. So it's a huge range of data that allows us to see where they're at. We have worked really heavily with our high schools, and we do have 5 high schools, 4 being our regular high school education, 1 being an alternative school. And so the data for them is really important because we are looking at 9th graders on track to graduation already. We are ensuring that our students have the correct credits and hours. We look at our D and F ratio to ensure that those students are getting supports that they need. So one of the schools that we have worked specifically on is Plainfield East High School. And working with Plainfield East High School and their administration, they analyze and use the student analytics portion on a weekly basis. Number one, they look for eligibility, and that is for our athletes within the school. Number 2, they look for attendance. We have a goal, obviously, to have our students there every single day of the year. And so our students that we see are struggling with attendance, they meet with, they work with their social workers and their counselors in order to get them to school as often as possible for that graduation. We have seen an increase in graduation over the past few years. There was a little bit of a lull when it came right before COVID, but being able to pull that data and work with those students individually has been very important. And I'd say the last thing is really just focusing on kids that we want to make sure fall into either our ELL category or our special education category, and ensuring that they are getting the appropriate courses and credits that they need in order to graduate. I would say that the benefit of using Frontline and student analytics is that I have all the data in one spot.